Okay, just started the recording.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, so it is closed captioned. So that's one thing I like. So it is closed captioned. So what you can do is there's some cool tools where you can grab just the closed captions on a YouTube video, and then you could feed that into an AI model and just ask for the summary.
Still here. Got my camera off. Kids are still here.
Hey, kiddos.
I have earphones on. So they can't hear you when you say, hey, kiddos. But hey, Uncle Richie says hi.
Steven Simon says, hey, kiddos.
They're going to see
Hey,
Uncle
kiddos.
Richie in a couple days.
Yeah. They probably won't see him till, Monday, I guess.
Or Wednesday, one of those.
Yep. Whatever day. Girl, it is 9 o'clock. It is time for bed.
Okay, so where exactly did we leave off?
How about the gate to the cemetery? I think that someone. Is it Jeff?
Yeah, I am. Was I at the gates? No, I think I went down to warn.
You're at the northern gate, right? Along with
I'm at the northern gate.
with Crawl.
Oh, ready check. There's a ready
Yeah,
check.
and then it's. Did you lock? Do we had our tokens locked where they were at from last game? And
I don't see
then
why
And then
tokens from
Balin. So Reese and Crawl were on the northernmost gate to the cemetery. And
That's
then,
what I thought.
And then Reese, I'm sorry, Thorin and Balin and myself were near the southern, near the library, approaching the library, when we saw like the falling zombies, falling on the roof of the library.
Along that.
So as a quick recap for Richie, y'all ended in that room with the dead purple worm. They investigated that for a little bit and continued to explore, found some mostly empty rooms, found a room with a minotaur skeleton in it and fought that.
And ask me a
And
question. Was the energy coming from the purple worm or flowing through it? Was there a way to tell?
Yes.
it was
It
not
was coming from
neither.
deeper.
Okay.
It was not touching the purple worm. It was flowing up through the floor and going up through the ceiling.
Okay.
They kind of concluded that energy is feeding the lighthouse above, and that
there's void energy.
and the circular chamber that the dead purple worm was in is directly under the lighthouse. They went back to town, chatted with some NPCs, did some shopping and sold stuff, and everybody kind of tucked down for the evening. Reese was on his way out of town to go visit his family, and the Gauntlight fired a beam of light at the cemetery. And
I have a question about that too, since I witnessed it.
yeah,
What was the size of this beam? We're talking like laser pointer or like death ray or giant?
you did not witness it directly. You, Thorin, and Flim were indoors, so you just saw the northwestern sky light up blue through the windows. After that, there was about a minute of silence, and then people started screaming from the western side of town. So Balin, Thorin, and Flim ran down by the Dawnflower Library to try to get up the switchbacks toward the cemetery, and from there you could see corpses walking over the ledge from the cemetery and falling down into the town. Crawl and Reese came into the north gate since they were up on the ridge in different spots.
Yeah, because I was trying to leave town.
So yeah, coming by the Dawnflower Library, there are corpses falling off the ridge and like smacking on the ceiling and rolling down. Most are getting destroyed by the fall. The couple that are making it to the ground and standing back up are getting cut down pretty quickly, but you can hear fighting up above coming from the switchbacks behind the Dawnflower Library.
How high up is the ledge?
It's about, I think, 50, 60 feet.
Oh, damn.
Is there any way to climb it, or is there buildings
There's a switchback set of stairs behind the Dawnflower Library you can go up.
Okay.
And they're coming down on top of the library, onto like the roof of the library? Or
Yeah,
just
some are falling onto the roof and like crawling down. Most of the ones that are falling straight off the cliff down to the bottom are getting destroyed by the fall.
Are any of them falling onto the stairs?
Yeah. There looks like there are a couple that are falling onto the stairs, and they get up and keep walking forward and fall down another set of the switchbacks. So they look like they're mindless undead, but most are not surviving the fall, but a handful are.
Are there any patrols from the do patrols come this route at all from town guard?
Yeah, the town guards do regular patrols throughout the town, including the cemetery, because there's a lot of superstition and paranoia about the cemetery. So it wouldn't be uncommon for at least one or two guards to be patrolling up through that area.
Has there been an alarm raised at this point?
As you are watching corpses rain down from back further in town, you hear a loud bell start ringing.
The bunch of shattering windows probably also counts as an alarm too.
Yeah.
Now,
The second I see this, even if it hasn't, I'm gonna start clanging my hammer onto my shield, like making sure people, adding to the noise and chaos so that people can know something's amiss.
Now, are corpses just walking from only the direction on top of the library, or are they kind of just falling off all of the cliffside here, like onto the neighboring houses as well?
For the most part in the town, the two big manors of the other lumber mill companies are up against that side of the ridge. So you can see like a couple falling down into the backyards. There's nothing to break their fall back there, so they're probably getting destroyed. And the manor guards will probably take care of anything else that's not left, but the majority of them seem to be falling on or around the library.
Okay.
One more.
Go for it.
I know they're mindless and just walking in a direction, but are they all walking in the exact same direction? And if that's the case, does it look like it's possible they're walking towards the point?
No, it kind of looks random.
So they're just wandering into the city to kill people indiscriminately.
You would assume?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna charge to the stairs and try to start working my way up to secure the cliff.
I think it's better, in my opinion, to just try to take out the scragglers that actually survive as they land. Let the fall kill whatever is, whichever ones can't withstand the damage.
I just hear the townsfolk up there fighting for their lives, and I can't stand by.
Wait, townsfolk?
Wasn't there
There's
this
a couple
kind of
of
battle?
guards up on the switchback.
So I'm gonna work my way up to them to help them hold it.
As y'all are heading toward the library, because there's kind of an open space between the most southern buildings and the library, it's kind of given a respectful berth in town. There's corpses littering the ground near the bottom of the drop down, and a couple that are like falling on top of the library. Again, most of them are getting just a fall, but a couple are standing back up. As y'all are running up out of one of the doors of the Dawnflower Library, you see 4 or 5 priests come running out with Vandy Vanderdash at the front, wielding a mace, and she smashes a zombie to paste as y'all are coming up.
Oh yeah, girl.
And y'all have only ever seen her be like calm, contemplative, chipper, and like right now she looks absolutely furious.
Why did we see her earlier in the day? I don't remember the reason why we went to her.
We want to ask about talking to dead corpses.
Fair enough. Alright.
But now, like, her magic's way more powerful than I thought it would be.
Now the dead corpses came to talk to her.
I know.
And she brought a silvery golden mace to do her talking. She is glowing slightly and is laying into undead until they stop moving.
Seems she has some things to work out.
Priests, clerics of Sarenrae are not known for their love of the undead. But yeah, she seems to have a particular hatred.
I think there's a background story there.
As the 3 of you come running up, she waves you past and like points to the stairs. Says, "Go, we've got this."
So wait, she wants us to... She's waiting for us to go up the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. But I'll let Valen go first.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm having a bit of a situation. I'll be right back.
no.
Okay, I'll let Thorin go first.
I'll go first. Do we have a battle map-y thing?
We have the Atari map up so far.
Yeah, I have the Atari map. I don't know if we have a bit more.
So we're right now, I think we would be at the base of the library, and we would take this winding road up. Is that right?
Yep. All right. At the northern end of the cemetery, Kral and Reese, y'all come to the gates that have been shut and barred, and y'all briefly spoke to a couple of Farazban mortuary priests who seem uncharacteristically like freaked out and emotional. There's also a single town guard who is like slamming the bar down on the gates as y'all come up. And yeah, they told you that they pulled back out of the cemetery after that light hit. It lit up the whole graveyard, and after a few moments, like the dead just started climbing out of their graves and trying to attack anyone nearby.
How strong does the gate look?
They're on the other end of the graveyard.
Yeah. How high are how high are the walls in this gate?
So let me put y'all on a map.
Just realized Bitsy doesn't have any food and the pet store is closed and she can only have prescription food.
Oh. Time for some mac and cheese.
No, I'm gonna get some chicken breasts and make it from scratch if I have to.
This is rando.
Oh, where did my priest tokens go?
Yo, where my priest at?
Ooh, animation.
Yeah.
Oops, that's not what I wanted
Yeah,
to do.
I put a few hours into this map.
Weird.
There you go.
Okay, cool.
Priest tokens.
Hey,
Well-
Reese. Can you have Sig check to see if there's anyone trapped in the graveyard?
I was literally about to say that. I was going to say, well, I want to send Sig to survey around and get a lay of the land. Who is this random paladin-esque person beneath us?
Yeah,
We have one.
I'll tell you that in a second.
Okay.
I love how I can click on him and get his. I can see through his eyes.
So I'm assuming on your map, Crawl, you can see the northern part.
I can see the northern and southern part. All you have to do is click on the guard.
Is this an
Oh,
issue?
yeah.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right.
Oh, no. That probably wasn't intended.
Yeah, hacks.
Clairvoyance. I mean, humans have to be good for something.
I'm assuming battle medicine immunity is not. Well, it is still there, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter for me.
Yeah, we haven't had a chance to rest.
That last 24 hours, y'all have not had a rest yet. All right.
I thought it was reduced for me though.
I think you can do it twice.
You can ignore it and do it twice in a day, but it doesn't get rid of it.
Okay.
And I think you've already done that to Crawl today.
Yeah.
Only once.
Only once, yeah.
All right. As you are sitting there and like trying to figure out what's going on with the priests, you send Sig out to fly over the cemetery, and looking through his eyes for a moment, you can kind of scan the place, and it is dark, but through his dark vision, you can see a dozen or 24 figures are still roaming around, and as you're watching, you can see a couple more figures like tumble off the side down toward the town.
And we cast as we're moving up, or do we start that when combat starts?
It takes you a couple of rounds, like a minute or so, to get up the switchback. So we're gonna go ahead and roll for initiative, and as initiative starts, Reed and Crawl, while you were trying to get a rundown by the gate from the guard and the two priests, something slams against the gate on the other side.
Let me roll initiative.
And see what it is.
Yeah, there's two decaying zombies, like corpses, that are pounding on the gate.
Man, yeah, got an 8 initiative.
You go last. Axe.
I can't see my character.
Did you click on the guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Click on the southern guard.
I got him. It was just black, but I saw where the hand was for my
Yeah.
character. When I
You
clicked
can also hit find token on your character sheet at any point,
Oh, okay.
which is the top left little targeting symbol. And
Yeah,
if
it's
your token's
helpful.
all, yeah, very helpful.
Yeah, because even if you don't have the map up, if there is a map that you're on, it will open the map and bring you right there.
All right, so you said there's two corpses, two zombies that are slamming into the gate.
Two zombies, yeah. Are they like threatening to break?
Yeah, does it look like exactly?
Yeah, it's gonna like actually break it down, or is it like?
It actually looks like a very heavy gate. So the fences y'all can see off to the west side are like wrought iron and stone, but you can see through them pretty clearly. They would prevent a medium-sized creature from getting out. The gates here are like solid wood and banded iron, as if somebody was kind of paranoidly expecting a zombie apocalypse at some point here.
Or maybe
I mean-
it's happened before.
In a world where that is a very real possibility of happening, that is good precaution to take.
At the top of the initiative, right before Thorin goes, as you're coming up the stairs right behind Balin, and there is a guard who is like backing down the stairs. And as he's doing so, a zombie comes down the stairs and hits him with enough force that both of them go tumbling off the stairs down to the ground.
I will.
Scream no.
That's no bueno.
I will let Balin deal with that.
There is a scream and then a loud set of thuds, and the screaming stops.
Well, that's good. The screaming stops.
That's the guard.
Was this the guard? Well, I'm thinking if the guard dies, he's just going to raise up and is going to join the ranks of the dead.
Is the energy still flowing, or was it like a one-time burst thing?
You do not see the light anymore. It is dark, almost completely dark in the graveyard.
Alright, so there's no more light flowing.
No,
to
there is no
raise
more
my
light.
head.
It is just light moonlight, but there is no like bright flash of blue light like y'all saw a few minutes ago.
Was it 100 years since the last time we had? When out of character, the town history when they celebrated, like they defeated this evil. When was that?
Like 400,
400 years ago. 460 years ago. Okay. Well, that's a lot of people in this graveyard. If they're humans.
All right.
No. If you read the history of the graveyard, they've been doing a lot of cremations lately. Only like
Sea burials.
It's only burials.
The only old and well-to-do families are here. So we're beating up 1%.
Correct.
Oh, so this is like a loot party.
Except the 1% is eating you.
Oh yeah, you know what? They're probably buried with some of their like family, like jewels and whatnot.
All right. Thorin is acting first and fastest, so you are down the stairs there, and you see a guard and a zombie go tumbling off down the ground.
That's a bit of a jump. I don't see any other zombies.
Glancing over the side, the zombie and the guard, neither are getting up.
Dogger?
What the heck?
Unlocked.
Wait, you promised you're gonna help Camille find her bunny?
You can move.
But I don't know where I can move.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see.
Like, oh. There.
Yeah, you can move up the stairs, so like to the southwest.
Oh. Oh, Balin's in front of me. Okay. This is upstairs. I think. I don't know.
It'll be tight until we get you on the stairs.
See what I mean?
Oh.
All right, with one action, you can get to that point, and as you come up to the top, there is a zombie at the top of the stairs as you get up there.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to attack it because I have to go with my car.
Wait,
Hmm?
you're talking about real life?
Yes.
Yeah, Thorin has to go move his car. He's parked at 2-hour parking.
Everything always takes forever.
Waiting for a zombie.
Longard, or whatever his name is.
That's a miss, and I will attack.
That is a hit.
Oh, that is a hit. 13. Well, 7 damage, and then I guess I will move back to give Balin some space.
Good.
I'll be right back.
Can I move a little bit past and then move again?
Well, it looks like all the monsters are gonna go next, huh?
Actions for it.
It's two actions. Well, if I move part of a movement, and then I can't finish after another action, or is that just Abomination now?
But it looks like the zombies move next, right?
So Balin, behind you, a zombie comes over the top of the rise and falls down onto the stairs with a very loud thud and falls prone.
Okay.
See what it's gonna take. It falls.
I still can't see it. I don't know why. I have a torch equipped. But, like, did you see the picture I put in the chat?
No. We check.
It's in the voice channel chat. Like, my torch isn't doing anything.
Which channel did you put it in?
The voice channel that we're talking in, there's a chat associated with it. In general.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is very dark. Let me make sure you got a light token on you. Yeah, you don't have a light on you currently.
It says on, where is it? Combat, character effects, torch on. Oh.
What just happened? You just... Okay, that's
Not doing anything?
I turned it off. Well, yeah, it did. I can see everything now. Not everything, but like the stuff behind me that I should be able to see. Okay, thank you.
I'm back.
Alright, that zombie falls a good 10 feet and slams to the stairs and kind of slides down a little bit right in front of Flim and is prone.
Force feeded undead killing potion.
And that is all it does. Alright, next is going to be Balin.
So, I'm gonna ping real quick. Right here on this side of the stairs, is that like another spot it can fall?
You could potentially like push it over the railing of the stairs and send it down to the ground.
You okay, Flim?
I mean, I'm fine at the moment.
Good. Gonna move. Wait, moving is an action, so one. So I can do 5 spaces or 4.
You're 20 feet.
So I've moved 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, 4 will get you to the top of the stairs.
Oh, like there? No. I'll let you put it. It's on top of it, yeah. Okay.
And there is a zombie at the top of the stairs when you get up there.
Okay, so that's one action. And I will... I have my shield raised already. So I want to maintain that if possible.
Yeah.
Is there any actions that keep shield raised that you want to
there's
show?
it's a single action to raise your shield for the turn.
Okay. Is he using a weapon?
Attacking is a single action.
No, is the zombie wielding a weapon or just claws?
No, it's got bare hands.
Okay. Is it conceivable at the top of the stairs where I am that I can try and like bash it with my shield to knock it like off the cliff beside me?
You would have to grab it and then try and reposition it and pull it off the edge. That would be 2 actions and a little difficult.
I'm just gonna attack it.
Okay.
So here is my first attack. D8 plus. I think that hits, huh? Oh, I didn't target it. Fuck. It's a 14 hit.
Yes.
Yep, that's it.
Wait, I'm still in ping mode. Damn it. Ah! There we go. Alright. Maximum effort. So that's one attack for 4 damage. And I will try a second attack, which uses the second modifier. An 8, I assume, does not hit. Okay. So that's me. Shield is no longer raised. Let me change that. Boom. Change turn.
Alright, Purple Drag. When the zombies start banging on the gate, the guard and the priests both turn to look at y'all like, what do we do?
The gate looks pretty strong,
It looks pretty strong.
like it should hold. And how big is the grating for the gate?
The gate itself's about like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, but the space in between the bars.
Oh, there's no space at all. It's like solid wood with iron banding.
Oh, gotcha. So we can't even see through it.
No, you can't see through the gate at the moment.
Yeah, we just know what Sig
Well,
saw.
Oh, so we already know what Sig saw.
Yeah, there's just 2 zombies on the other side banging on it.
And nothing else? What do you
Nothing
think?
close to the gate.
You think we should just take these zombies out and go investigate?
I mean, yeah, because we don't know where the other group is.
I don't know how far y'all are from
Yeah.
me, but
We don't even know if y'all are
making
engaged.
noise.
Yeah, we don't know anything about y'all. We just get
Yeah,
focused
yeah.
on us.
I think-
Balin has been slamming his shield with his hammer while going up and fighting, so I don't know how far they are if they can hear that.
Let me make a check for y'all real quick.
That's pretty far, dude.
I didn't even look how far y'all were on the map, so I have no idea.
I mean, having a piece of property that extends a few hundred feet, like yelling across my property, is like,
Okay.
Well,
yeah, it doesn't happen.
There's probably a lot of clamor and stuff anyway.
Yep.
That's fair.
I'll quickly ask the guard, like, what are the other exits from this graveyard? And are they protected as well?
The guard looks like he's on the verge of panic, and he kind of stutters a little bit. And one of the Pharasman priests looks from him to you and says there are switchbacks on the southern end of the cemetery that go down to the library.
I think we should dispatch these and investigate. If there's a way to stop this, we need to put an end to it.
The stream just froze for a second for me, but
Just for you. Did you hear what I said? I turned to you and I said, I think we should dispatch these 2 and investigate this graveyard further to see what's the cause of this.
I think I agree. I'm gonna look at the priests and the guard and just
I'll turn to them and
ready?
say, we're going in. We're going in. You all defend these doors.
The guard still has one hand on the bar on the outside of the gates here, and he's shaking a little bit, but he grabs the bar and throws it off, and the doors bang open.
get my needles
So,
ready.
yeah, I'm gonna go in gorilla stance, and then I will move into the gate. Target this one, and I will flurry. Where are my actions at? Attack 1 is a hit.
Yeah, they're not moving quickly.
9 damage. And the second attack. Oh, if they have resistance, my total damage if both attacks hit are what the resistance is applied to. The second attack is a hit.
Nice.
Max hit.
12.
Max damage.
Yeah, you give it the old 1-2, and the second hit, like something shatters, it folds at the chest and crumbles.
Breeze, I think we go in. We leave these guards. We leave the guard and the priest to protect this exit.
I
And I'll turn to one of the priests and say, find a way to calm this man down and get him in the right mind.
The guard has his weapon, and he raises his shield. So, to his credit, he is scared out of his mind, but he still tries to attack.
Walk. Yeah. And then,
he rolls a natural 20.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That will hopefully embolden him to die horribly later.
This is how heroes are made.
Can we bring him with us? Or should we have him lock us in?
He is still, like, really frightened, but he is protecting the priests in the gate. He does not look like he wants to go in there.
Yeah, I think we'll give him instruction once Reese and I move in next turn to lock the gate behind us.
Yeah.
The one that he stabs, he hits solidly, like stabs it in the neck, but it does not drop.
Well, it's probably my turn now.
Yeah, it is your turn.
Right. Okay. Move all these panels around. I know I complain about it every time, but I really need a bigger monitor.
Yeah.
Dude, my boss has got like a 38, like 40-inch widescreen curved monitor on his desktop, and every day I'm just like, I want to steal that so bad.
I've got one literally in a box, like 2 feet from me. It's just too damn big. Like it's just so big it takes up the entire table. Like I probably could do it for game nights. And maybe I'll do that in future.
One of those monitor arms, so you can clip it to the side of the table and then move it out of the way when you don't need it.
Oh, it would even that would be too big. It's so big. I can't impress upon you how big it would be in the space. I basically just have to stop being lazy and just set it up on game nights and just But anyway, needle dart.
That's a hit.
Nice. That's 9 damage.
Give it an extra point of damage and destroy that one outright.
Nice.
Yeah, between his stab and like blasting needle darts into that thing, it crumbles to the ground.
Pay no mind to my depression mass desk.
You got one action left.
Yeah, I guess I'll move in a little bit. Don't want to move too much ahead.
Oh, I'm so happy my cup was there.
Sig is perched in one of the trees further in ahead of you, and kind of between y'all and off to the east a little bit, you can see a skeleton that is pulling its way out of a mausoleum.
Oh, yeah, I'll kind of like nod, like motion to it so that Kaldrak sees it.
I have 2 of the monitors Jeff was talking about on my desk. I put a pic in the chat that I put
2. Jesus.
You were at his house.
I didn't look at his
That's what it
monitors.
looks like.
Okay.
All right, Flim.
Okay, so you have the
Prone zombie laying the stairs right in front of you.
and then to the and then down below me is the fallen guard and a fallen zombie,
Yeah.
which
And
don't.
you got dark vision. So looking down there, they're both dead.
Okay. Poor guy. Okay, I
He
will.
fell like 40 feet down to the ground. Fall damage. Y'all haven't done fall damage yet. Pathfinder, it's not rolled. It's a fixed number. It is half the amount of feet that you fall. So that's a level 1 guy who just took like 20 points of damage from a fall.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead. He did. Okay, I'm gonna try doing a rolling ghost charge. Let me make sure I target this guy. And it shows on my character. Let me double check. Yep, I'm targeted him. Okay, let's do this.
I go negative 93.
It's the same problem that he had last time.
I don't know why it does that. It's something with the ghost charge, the way that it's a,
Programmed?
yeah.
Can you roll one of the others and see if it has the effect with one of the others?
It doesn't have a range listed, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, but you got +7, so that's a 23. That is actually a critical hit.
Yes.
Nice.
Can you toggle that
Yeah.
on so it triggers?
Toggle the crit button at the bottom so it'll roll crit damage.
Okay, cool. Crit, I see it. Crit, okay, toggle that. And then I can do 1d8. And then I believe that also, since I targeted and since it's a spell, does it automatically apply the status effect of enfeebled on it?
It will not. I need to add that to your thing. I'll put it on there. Yeah, you smash your ghost charge down on top of it, and a good chunk of its body like sizzles and flakes away, and it moans and writhes as if it's in pain. It is not destroyed yet, though.
Okay. I want to save my ghost charge for another attack because since I haven't had a chance to heal yet, that hasn't reset, right? Because that's on a daily timer. Yep. Okay. So
for 6 versatile vials, well, 5 now.
yeah, that's right. So I've used 5 of them already. So I have 1 left.
You'll have you regain 2 every 10 minutes outside of combat, so you got 5 left now.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, it looks like it is almost destroyed. Like if you poked it with a dagger, it would probably.
Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So when I poke it with a dagger, since that's a second attack, that would just use the +3.
Yep.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Does he get a bonus because he's prone? Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, that's a critical hit.
Yeah, he only gets minus 94.
Yeah. So with your second, you pull your dagger out and stab it down into the thing's like head and give it a twist, and it crumbles down and stops moving.
Yeah, that one's not moving anymore. And then I'll use my last action to start to move up. Let's see, that's 5, 10, 15. Should probably be able to get to about there.
I think you can move 25, actually.
There. Okay.
You are faster than the dwarves, I believe.
Okay.
I'll put you
Yeah.
kind of right behind Balin. You got enough move to get there.
Excellent.
Oh, Richard, do you need a +1 for your Warhammer?
And then let me.
I think it is +1 right now.
Okay.
Let me make sure.
Striking, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just the same page.
All right, back up on the northern end, the skeleton that is pulling itself out of the mausoleum through the bars sees y'all like lightning coming in through the front gate and comes charging out of the darkness at y'all.
I don't think anyone on our side is actually holding light.
I am.
Why?
Yeah.
Joe can all see in the dark.
We have all dark vision.
There are some lamps up by the front gates that stay lit.
Okay.
That is, as far as y'all can see, the only light source, though.
Yeah, I'm mostly holding it because it makes the map easier to see for me.
I like
All
this
right,
fog effect.
Priest. The skeleton runs towards you and swipes at you with claw.
Oh god. Oh.
And you
No. Oh no. And Balin and Flim are in the other group. Oh no.
Yeah, you get slashed with some bony claws.
Don't you have a healing power?
No.
For me,
No.
It also works for you.
I do have a spell that can heal, yes, but I used it already.
Maybe one of these priestly characters or guards or whatnot.
Well, they locked them behind them when they went into the graveyard by themselves.
Well,
We're
at
not
least
there
if
yet.
you fall,
Yeah,
you're at least if you fall, you're in a suitable place. You just
That's not comforting. Okay, well, not too bad.
The top, the zombie. The zombie in front of Balin is gonna attack.
Zombie Balin.
It raises a fist to swing at you, but you block it with your shield. It tries to swing again and also misses. And the zombies only get 2 actions, so that's done. Alright, back to Thorin at the top.
Alright, so is the zombie at like a wall or something, or is there space behind it?
From where you're at, you can kind of peek over the rim of the thing and see where Balin's fighting. You're like eye levels down by his feet. And there's a couple of bushes over there, but it looks like there is like a low wall that's only like 3 feet high or so that's on the other side.
Alright, so
You could very easily climb up and get over this space. It would just be difficult terrain.
that's fair. Is it rock-based difficult terrain?
The most of it is, yeah, actually, because it's just a low wall here.
That's good. So it's not actually difficult terrain for me.
I have my shield raised if you want to do a vault off of me or something.
I was thinking about doing the temple through, though.
You could also do that.
So I will try. Doing that. Because I invested feats into this, I might as well try to use it.
You have the activity set on your activities tab.
Yes, the tumble through. Alright,
Oh, nice.
Success.
Wow.
Nice.
And so
That is reflex DC.
Makes sense since he and I
There you
are
go.
fighting.
That is a critical success.
there's not a benefit of critical success that I can see. But I do have 2 things that trigger off tumbling. So he is off guard against the next attack I make for the end of my turn to me. And an ally who's adjacent to him, which is Balin, can step as a reaction as long as you remain adjacent to that enemy.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got enough movement to get basically right on the other side of it.
stay there and I'll go here.
I can't get to the.
You kind of don't have anywhere you can step to.
Me or you or him? Oh, I didn't know if that was a
Yeah,
spot.
you got bushes on either side of you, but you're kind of hemmed in.
Okay.
Well, then I should get here then to flank with him, right?
Yeah.
And so it's off guard to me, and I'm flanking, so it's quite relevant. I doubt it. I guess we'll find out if we can get sneak attack. So my first, or second action, I guess, will be to stab it. Oh, which
You targeted it.
I thought I did target it. Alright.
That is still a hit.
Yeah. Do I get sneak attack?
Yes, you do.
Leg twitchies.
It is not immune to precision. Yeah, you stab it in the back and give it a twist, and it staggers, very heavily wounded.
Alright, let's try this second time for fun.
That's also a hit.
I forgot to.
You also get your sneak attack, but yeah, that's enough
Yeah,
to destroy
I
it.
forgot to off guard it. And that was my second and third action. So that should be dead.
It is destroyed.
Poof.
I hate this time of year.
This time of year.
Yeah, those little grass things that get tangled up in your dog are all over the place.
Yeah.
Now Betsy's a chia pet.
Sticky grass. Yeah.
Thorin, from behind you, a skeleton comes scrambling over the tombstones,
Okay.
and it's going to claw at
I
you.
mean,
It is going to miss. It's going to critically miss. All right, Balin. Yeah, Thorin tumbles past you and dispatches that zombie in front of you, but you can see a skeleton come out of the darkness and start slashing at him.
All right. Let me just take a peek at some of these available actions. I don't have them all memorized yet.
bony ass bitch. I think this is my first time fighting the dead.
Acrobatics. Athletics. That's not gonna do anything. Okay. Oh, no. Where is... Oh, there it is. Can I move there?
Yeah.
Alright. That's one action. And this one looks a little bigger than the other one, or?
The other one still had flesh and was kind of slow and shambling. This one's just bones and like little scraps of cloth, and it's fast.
Okay. just stick with attacks for right now. Here's the first one. Damn it, I did not target it again.
That is a myth.
Okay,
It is fast.
do that.
This one looks different than the others, or does it look the same?
This one is skeletal.
Another miss.
It's dodging your blows.
Well, I'm in there swinging, trying to get it on my... Yeah, pay attention to me. And I'll pass the turn.
Right. So, I'm going to move up. Oh, better yet. I'll move behind it. Target it. And I'll flurry the skeleton guard. What do I put? Off guard? Yeah?
Yeah, off guard.
Okay. And while it's distracted clawing at Reese's face, I'm gonna smash the back of its head in.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It is a critical. Does a lot of damage.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Yeah, just a single blow and it crumbles into a pile of bones.
My hand comes to the other side of its face, Reese.
Or its head just goes flying across.
Yeah, where its head just...
Now you got one action
Right
left.
off the side of the cliff.
I'm gonna... What do I see? More importantly, I guess I see what I can see here.
Yeah, it is dark, but you got dark vision. You can see further inside. You don't see a lot of movement. Way off, like 50, 60 feet away, you can see another skeleton that's kind of trying to extricate itself from a mausoleum.
Alright.
Probably go over that way, I guess.
Heck yeah.
Whack-a-mole.
I'll start moving towards, is the one I see to the south the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
$16 away, I can move 25, is that right? Five. Oh, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Then that would be 3 actions. Reese, all you.
Alright. Sure.
Yeah, where you're at, the light is not getting very far inside, so to you, you can see vague shapes and it's very dark in there.
Yeah, I don't even see it. What type of...
Can you use your bird at all?
I can't really do much until like another level or so.
From where he's at, he will, like, you'll hear his voice up from that tree down south of you, and he'll be like, skeleton down below.
I don't see it. Move, let's see, I'm going to cast, I think I'll just cast guidance on Roldrak. and then I will cast Shield on myself. I don't want to move too far ahead. Shield. Okay. Okay,
Flute.
my turn.
By
Okay.
yourself on the stairs.
Let's see here. 25 feet, so I think I need to move up some to be able to get into range. So let me
Okay,
do-
what
What of my next attack, skill, or save?
Okay.
does it automatically apply?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let's see here. So let's see here. I was here. So 1, 2. There we go. Okay, and okay, so my first action, I'm going to move up. For my next action, I'm going to attempt to go ahead and do a ghost charge at it. Quickly make a potion and toss Hummit right at its torso. Let's see, let me get my character up. Now this is a skeleton. I know he moves a little fast. Let's see if we can't peg him.
Raising.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and almost near max damage too.
Destroyed.
You hit it center mass and collapsed it to pieces. You got one action left.
Excellent. Okay, let's see here. I don't see anything, so can I use it for a skill check to see if I can't try to perceive in a direction that maybe there's moaning or shambling, or where there might be something that's out of my field of vision?
Yeah, on your activities, you have a seek action you can do.
Okay. Go to activities.
Everybody should star that one.
Which one?
Seek.
I'm looking for it now.
I'll go ahead and star it for you so it's up at the top.
Okay. Is that gonna happen automatically so I can see it?
Yep.
Okay.
I think I already have my start.
Favorites. Oh, here it is. Seek. Okay. How do? So do I? Okay. So I can. So I click on the part that says perception on it to roll.
Yeah.
Do I roll it in the castle or do I roll it visibly?
It'll do it automatically.
Okay. Oh, cool.
All right. The flash from your ghost charge has temporarily ruined your night vision, your dark vision. You were kind of disoriented trying to get your bearings, and there's a lot of night sounds coming from all over.
Okay.
That's a natural one, sir.
Yep. Yep.
All right, Thorin up at the top.
Let's see. I will also attempt to seek.
Maybe I should have tried to do that.
On that roll, you can see fairly bright light coming from up toward the north where you think the gate is at. So the gate must be open. You can hear some shambling sounds from around you, but they're echoing off of trees and tombstones. You can't tell which direction they're coming from.
That's fair.
Things are unnervingly quiet.
So I guess I will Let me check which one. Is it hide or sneak?
Oh.
Hide is...
Suddenly I can see this in the, like, in between the shadows of the headstones. I can see a figure.
So I would technically have to hide, or can I just try to sneak to start moving quietly?
If you can just sneak because you are currently undetected by anything.
Alright, so then I'm going to try to sneak and start going north towards where I heard the shambling. I guess.
Alright. You go half speed while you're sneaking.
Do I get it move as part of the action? Yeah, at the end of my normal movement, end of my movement. So I get to do double. So I will move 10 feet north.
Yeah, there's plenty of stuff for you to hide behind.
And if I don't see anything, I will continue moving north. Did I actually move?
Yeah.
10 feet?
You,
Okay.
well, I don't know if you moved 10 feet, but you definitely moved.
Okay.
You slip quietly behind the tombstones. Unfortunately, as you are stepping around one of the tombstones, somebody left a bottle of something as an offering or something in front of one of the tombstones, and you tip it over, and it smacks loudly against a stone. And up ahead, by one of the mausoleums, you can see a figure like rising up and pointing, like looking up towards you.
Well, I'll flick it off and then end my turn because that was my last action. So, assuming I can flick off as a free action.
Yeah, that's a free action. Rude gesture is a free action.
Where did you move to, Dave?
North of you.
Towards that skeleton?
Yeah.
Thrall, the skeleton you were moving in the general direction towards also spots you and comes charging towards you. So, Reese, from your perspective, the skeleton just comes out of the darkness.
That's very cool and not creepy at all. I probably won't have any nightmares about this later.
And it swings a clawed hand at you and misses.
If you only have nightmares about this, your familiar is not doing its job.
Thor, the skeleton, comes at you. And is going to take a single swipe at it. Is also going to miss. And it's Balin's turn. Do you think anything but add some water?
Can you ping the direction you ran off to, specifically?
I think you can probably see it.
I can.
How do I
You can hear it.
At the top, there's ping mode. It's like the fourth little button on the top left of the map.
He is 2 to the right of you, and 1, 2,
you see
3,
that?
4, 5
Yeah, I
to
do.
the north.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess what I'm gonna do is 5, 10. Stop that.
It's raining.
Who's doing that?
Not me.
Not me. Probably, Steven. Jeff.
I'm not sure.
Probably Ted.
You'll know if it's me because you'll see it on the recording.
So you gotta wait.
Yeah. Yeah, you can lie about it now.
That's the other thing. Like, there's nothing I can be deceptive about because it'll clearly be seen after the fact.
Okay. I guess with the automation, I could do this stuff while Corey's away, right?
Yeah.
In theory,
Yeah,
I'm
in theory.
20 feet next to Thorin. And I will target Skeleton 4, which is 10 feet away. And then I will use a spell, which takes 2 actions. Vitality Lash, which I will make public so people can see. And monster resistance. I raise my hammer to the sky and use Vitality Lash. Fails, that's good. So it's going to take 2d6 damage. How do I do that? Guess it's this one.
well, we don't have Orc around us. You could do your AoE heal thing that hurts.
I know, I'm waiting until there's more and more creature because it seems like it would be a waste.
That's fair. Especially since none of us actually gotten hurt yet.
That's enough to destroy it.
Alright, Vitality lashed it as my second 2 actions. So pass the turn.
Yeah, you blast it with vital energy and it crumbles to the ground.
Mirroring the light that raised these things, I summon a different kind of light from my hammer and shoot it at it.
Yeah, it lights up for a second and then just crumbles.
You okay, Thorin?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Crawl and Reese, y'all can see a flash of light come from the south.
Oh, hopefully that's something good.
Where does it come from?
Also, are you holding a torch, Thorn? I mean, Balin?
It comes from approximately right here.
Balin has some sort of light. I don't know what kind.
I have a torch, but like I also have dark vision. I get the same vision, but when I equip the torch, it allows me to see like the map better.
And in color too.
Yeah. So whether I have a torch or not, I'll leave that up to you. I just have trouble seeing it in grayscale. So.
I gotcha.
Alright. So I'm going to flurry the skeleton that just tried to claw my eyes out.
Okay.
So first attack is a miss. Second attack is a miss. This guy's hard to hit. I will attack him a third time. And that's also a miss. And then as my extra action, I will pull a dart out in my offhand, in one of my hands.
Okay.
Let me advance it to Reese. Oh, thanks.
Reese.
I'm gonna go back
Okay.
to these food advantages kind of.
Well, I'm going to
Doodlebart.
Oh!
No.
You will not need a dart.
I don't think it's worth using a hero point on.
No, I thought about it as well.
I think I'm going to evil eye it. Just one. I don't know if it can be second or not.
We'll find out, I guess. You could always do a knowledge roll to find out.
It succeeded.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's that.
Do you have any other actions?
No, I was three.
Okay, let's see. I can only see where I'm at Thorin. So I'll just start to move up to Thorin to see what's happening. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Are you making any noise, frustration as you're whiffing on the skeleton?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some noise that's being made as I'm wailing. Not wailing, but like, you know, punching at the skeleton.
I imagine an attack called Gorilla Slam would be pretty noisy.
Yeah, I imagine one of those attacks probably just glanced off, like some bone or something, like, you know, just didn't connect. There's some grunting or huffing that goes on.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be quiet now.
I meant like loud shouting or roaring.
I wouldn't say loud shouting.
Okay.
No, I would say that we're probably actually trying to be quiet. That's what, like, I don't
subtle.
know,
We're trying to be subtle.
Yeah. The two of us are like the two subtle ones of the group. I feel like.
I'm just making that normal like scuffle in a fight down.
Thorin.
The guy with the giant purple orc and the guy with the glowing eye are the subtle ones in the group.
I mean, you know. Sure.
Flim, you step up next to the dwarves, and it is dark and quiet out there.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Could I potentially use all 3 of my actions for movement so that I can move up to C and then move back?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of do. Okay, so I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See if there's any. I still don't see anything up here, and I don't know if I want to go any. I don't know if I want to go any. Okay. Well, I don't want to go any further than this. So I don't see anything. Okay.
No, it's pretty quiet up on this side.
Yeah.
Is there ready or something?
Dude, the camera mode is legit.
Camera mode?
Hell yeah.
Oh, you went into the.
It's like the first person mode.
Okay, so and we don't really have anyone injured on this side.
Oh god. Where'd all those other skeletons come from?
What are the skeletons?
Well, I went to camera mode. 2 more skeletons appeared in my view.
Oh, well, there's 2 skeletons in the combat tracker.
Yeah, but in camera mode, I see 2 more often lurking in the in the distance. But they just appeared.
Did you run up ahead without us?
Well, I did with the understanding that if I saw something, I could run back.
There's no skeletons, you're crazy.
With the understanding that I could always run back, but I don't see anything. But I can use my last action to get a little bit closer.
Yeah. It's pretty quiet all around you. You don't hear any movement.
Yeah. Okay, can I use my last action just to kind of like ready an action so if something comes? Or
Ready, 2 actions.
No, I can't do that then. I already used 2 actions. What can I do?
You can keep moving.
Okay, well, let's be crazy, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I still see nothing. Okay, well, I'll use all my actions.
Right. Thorin
Oh, I guess the skeleton's dead.
Yeah. So I used all my
Nice.
actions on movement.
First action will be Seek.
You hear some scuffling coming up from the north, but other than that, it's a lot. The wind is shifting the trees around you a lot, and that's kind of covering a lot of what, like, walking noise you might be looking for.
And the goblin ran past me, so kind of pointless.
Yeah, he darted off in between the tombstones.
I'll move up. 2, 3, 4. One move. I assume I don't see anything.
No.
3, 4. My second move. And
Is this a gate that I'm next to?
That is a fence.
Yeah, fence.
And it's like a stone base with wrought iron fence work set into it, so you can see out into the trees beyond.
So that's like the edge of the graveyard then that we got to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's thick forest on the other side.
It's like unsettlingly like quiet and peaceful all of a sudden.
Motherfuckers closing in.
Uses all of its movement to get up closer to you. The one on Brawl. Stop targeting yourself.
Wait, the skeleton guard number 3 can target itself. That's fun.
It starts swinging at you with claws. Oh, that was almost a 19. And a miss. Ooh. Yeah, swings at you, repeated, but you just duck and weave. The only sounds it's making are weirdly creaking bone noises. It's got a couple of like very dim pinpoints of like blue light in the eye sockets. Other than that, it's completely dark out here. Balin's turn. Both your companions ran off into the graveyard.
All right.
Are y'all saying like, passing along like clear over here and stuff like that?
Yeah.
So everyone's like just quiet. It's peaceful.
Yeah. So, Flim and Thorin headed off toward the north. You saw, and both of them like whisper back that there's nothing up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know this isn't the way it's intended to be used, but maybe I can describe what I want to do and you can tell me the correct roll.
Tell me what you want to do.
I am screaming and making a ton of noise and slamming my shield and kicking over noisy things. I'm banging my hammer into my shield, trying to get them to come to me as I move up 5, 10, 15, 20, next to the tree. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. Is this can you go past that, or is that the gate?
That looks like the fence from the outside of the cemetery.
Okay. I guess third move, 5. Oh, actually, is there something I can do to, like, make that noise mechanically to try and attract? I see coarse, but it says I have to talk for a minute, and that doesn't seem to make sense in this case.
Are you trying to? Who are you trying to make noise for?
I'm trying to make it clear that there's a living creature right here.
Okay.
A living creature?
I'm yelling.
Oh, you're acting as bait?
Cursing. Yes. I'm trying to get things to come towards me.
Why are you acting as bait right next to me?
Track, y'all can hear Balin screaming from the south.
Get over here, you fucking zombie!
Do that away from me.
Okay, I got in here instead, but that's still.
It doesn't matter. It's the same difference.
But yeah, I have one action left. I don't know how far this. Can I see how far it goes in either direction?
You can probably see
what
to
your line of sight shows you on the
Yeah.
map. You can try and do a seek check to see if there's anything hidden.
Oh, I can see that skeleton guard one up ahead.
If you can see it on your thing, then you should be. If you can see it,
It is moving from east to west and looks like it is like slowly shuffling towards something. So yeah, as you are moving through the tombstones, you can see it in the distance, kind of crossing your field of vision.
so I'm assuming while we're kind of
Okay, for my last action, 5. Since there's no roll I can do to attract, right?
You make a noise. That's a success.
And 15. I can't get right here, can I?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm in there.
So I'm assuming while we're walking through this, all the like soil is turned up from the like corpses that have unburied themselves.
Yeah, there's a lot of loose turned up soil, especially around all the tombstones. There's one or two that that as you pass by look undisturbed, but most of them look like something clawed their way up out of the ground. So you assume that there might be a handful where the remains are so decayed that they're not capable of getting up out of the ground.
I passed the turn, but it didn't look like it moved to anybody.
It sure didn't.
Oh no. Here they come, Lloyd.
From over to the east, a skeleton comes around a tombstone and starts charging your way. And it's got enough movement to make it over to you. It's gonna go direct.
Just stay 30 feet away from me, Crawl.
It swings a claw at you and gets a natural 20.
Natural
Oh,
20!
Oh, you know where I am now. You can hear me.
Yeah, you can see his light source from around that tree just south of y'all.
Are you actually carrying the torch?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, that skeleton comes bounding over the tombstone next to you and like lands on top of you and like lands a nasty scratch on your face.
Finally!
God, you got through here.
I hear that from across the graveyard. Here comes another.
All right, crawl drop.
All right. Well, I'm gonna open with a nice flurry on this skeleton. He's very nimble, but I'm gonna get him this time. There
Ooh.
we go.
That'll do it.
That's what I like to see.
You should target him.
I thought I had him targeted. I guess I clicked it off.
Does it hit? And it shatters. There's so many things on the combat tracker.
How does this work if I go to flurry, but the first hit attacks? If I move and attack again, am I doing my third attack option or my second?
If you don't actually make the attack roll, it's just your second.
Okay. skeleton. I can move here and attack this one with my second attack.
Oh, nice.
That's a hit.
Hit.
And another one smack.
And pass it to my. Oh, not Reese.
Not yet.
Oh, not Reese. Oh no.
All right, weaving through tombstones, there's another skeleton that comes out.
Oh no.
It
but I can
charges
see
your
Balin.
way, but does not have enough movement to attack.
Hey, you bony fucker!
There's ironically another 50 marker here.
Yeah. See that.
How I die almost every game.
Surrounded by skeletons.
Trying to provoke death.
You were successful in.
Light cover against this attack.
Died how you lived.
It's a miss.
You were successful
Maybe
calling
you
them,
just-
though. That's what you wanted.
Maybe start taking levels in like Paladin or something.
That's basically what he is, right?
Yeah,
For
boys,
now.
pile in.
A zombie comes shuffling out. Another zombie.
They're hoarding.
And Wraith. Yeah, crawl down south. You can see a horde of undead heading toward Balin.
Reese, we need to get to Balin fast. He's this way.
Yeah, I heard him. Let's go. Oh.
Try to get within 30 feet of me if you can.
Okay. Me. Let's see. 5, 10.
I like that I ended in this little choke point here.
Pretty good position,
It's gonna be
actually.
30, I think, because I made him 2. Or it's
Close.
45. Ooh. I think everything is out of range.
A bunch of them now.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you're a little more than 30 feet.
Oh, heal darts 60.
Yes, it is.
If you can target target the one that's right in front of him.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I know it's strategy wise, you know, it is a few turns from now, but I'll be able to attack one of the ones that's closer to me.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Because I can move 50, and I can move to a square adjacent to them, but I can't move to a square adjacent to the next row.
Yeah.
Not the meta game or anything.
No, that makes sense.
Corey, are there area effect templates built into this?
There are.
How do I use those?
So, if you press both mouse buttons and drag, it can create a line. And if you hold Shift, Control, and Alt, you can make different shapes.
Where we think you're
I'd
going?
like circle,
Cool.
What is
square.
that?
If you press both mouse buttons again, it'll get rid of what you just made.
Amazing.
It's
I'm gonna hear
not
a point.
letting me do that. Control Shift Alt.
No. Control Shift and Alt separately make different shapes. One circle, one square, one is cone.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, so like hold Control and hit and drag both mouse buttons.
Oh, I see.
Oh no. The reroll this too?
Yeah, I got one number higher, but it's still not enough.
Oh, I even see another one that's in the distance that hasn't even come yet.
Yeah, you're starting to see a large number of undead heading y'all's way once Balin starts making noise.
Can you all see that ring?
Yeah, can see that ring.
Okay. Don't go in there, Crawl.
Okay, let's see here.
Lauren, go in there if you can.
Let me.
I can, but I've not been hurt yet, so it's not going to make that big of a difference yet.
My range is 15 feet, if I remember correctly.
20 feet on your
20
mouth.
feet, yeah.
Oh, that's going to be some splash damage, huh?
Yeah. Okay. And what about this guy here? So it's
Yeah,
20.
they're bunched up real nice for you.
I know.
If you hit one, will I get splash damage? The one
No,
in front?
because the splash damage is from the ghost chunk.
Oh.
Yeah, that won't do anything to you.
Okay.
So it might hurt Crawl.
It would hurt Crawl.
Yes, it would hurt Crawl. Splash damage only affects one, or does it affect more than one?
It affects everything adjacent to your target.
Yes! I love it. Okay. Then I'm going to target this one. I'm 20 feet, so that should be within range. So let's go ahead and peg this dude with the ghost charge. Please hit.
That's a hit.
Nice! That means splash damage for all those adjacent to it. Let's do the damage. So 7 damage, and it should be enfeebled as well. Oh, well, or just status destroyed.
Just
And then how do I apply the splash damage? Do I just have to manually?
Vitality splash.
Yeah.
Here. Let me. That worked. It's not appears to. So I will just put 1 damage on each of them.
Excellent. And then it's out of range.
Yeah, 1 action left.
Yeah. But I'll take this opportunity just to try to peg this guy that's 15 feet away with a ghost charge.
That's a hit.
Excellent. And
Destroyed.
excellent. And that's it.
Yeah, skeletons have shit for hit points if you can actually hit them.
Well, that helped.
Oh, my turn. Let's see.
You should probably be able to see that.
Where's the lowest? 20. No, so I can get here. Alright, so target this one. We're going to use this move. And Balin, if you want to shift, you can.
Nice.
Thorn, you
I'm
suck.
gonna move in.
There you go.
That's my turn.
And that did use my full movement, so
Another shambling zombie comes out of the tombstone. He's gonna try and swarm and surround you. Let's see this. Another skeleton comes out as well.
Yeah.
It's gonna go for Thorin.
Do we have to go into there and
Miss.
deactivate something?
Swipes at you twice, but misses. Balin.
Okay. Target you.
Nice. Super heal.
Can I target myself too?
Yeah, you target set, do your damage first. Because yeah, it will heal everybody in the radius as well.
Yeah. So actions.
This is like what you were made for.
Here,
So you
the.
want to untarget Slim and Thorin
Oh, why?
because they don't need. You don't want them to make a saving throw and take damage.
Oh, I didn't think.
yeah, you want to do the healing separate from the damage one. So
Okay, let me untarget myself too then. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's all of them. So I'm going to do the 3 action version of this. Let's see, 1d8 vitality damage to targets.
Do the die on the thing there for the fortitude save.
Oh yeah. Where is that at?
On heal, there's a blue button that says save
Oh yeah, I see.
for DC. That's
oh, wow.
failures, critical failure. All right, so now you roll
And a success.
the yeah.
So hold on, let me finish doing this before I describe what I'm doing.
That's
I'm gonna
really good.
Untarget all of this. So I have nothing, and then I'm gonna target us and heal a D8. Okay, so Balin raises his amethyst hafted hammer to the sky and screams, "By the light of the forged, burn away the impure, be gone, abominations!" And light just bursts 30 feet in every direction from his hammer.
Excellent. Yeah, there is a bright flash of light. The 2 skeletons next to you are vaporized. They just puff away into ash, and the zombies all like cover their eyes and shy away and are burned, but not destroyed.
By Torag's hammer be shattered.
Now target yourself and your allies and do the 1d8 healing.
I did that already.
Oh, good. There you go. Oh yeah, there it is.
So
I don't think any.
that was all 3. Pass the turn. Target everything.
Alright.
To your great frustration, another skeleton comes out from behind cover.
Fair.
He had with cover got a critical success on his save. And he's gonna swing at you twice.
Picturing the scene in Snatch where Full Tube Tony like shoots Boris like a ton of times, and then he goes to shoot the other guy, and his gun's empty. He's just like lucky bastard, and then walks away. That was the skeleton.
The first hit you managed to dodge. It gets you with another critical hit with the second.
This is like classic skeleton like mass attack, right? Where just everything just is
Go for
critting.
madness.
Yeah, exactly. Like they don't hit, and when they hit, they crit.
Right.
Crawl.
Yeah,
Right.
they're
So
definitely
I'm
easy to kill, but
Double move to right here, and then I will target this one and flurry it.
Right. Braylon, you alright?
I'm here.
He's like smoking with holy energy and his eyes are fading.
I actually hit it. That's amazing.
On a 4. Ooh, max damage.
Max damage.
Nice.
And then the second blow. Oh, it's probably gonna hit as well.
Yeah,
This will probably kill it.
Destroy.
The north gate is secured. How is the southern gate? Not bad, huh?
We just ran through.
saturated with zombies.
We've killed everything we've seen so far.
I mean, it's already dead.
Everything.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming from every direction down here. What have you guys been doing?
Making noise.
I feel like they're predominantly coming from the right.
You get slugged by a zombie.
Okay. Oh!
And it's gonna attempt to grab you.
oh no.
Don't make out with zombies.
But you managed to fend it off.
What if they're really cute?
Well,
Reese.
I'm not one to
Even the
give
cute ones
away.
stink.
You've been watching Disney zombies or something?
Or Bob's Burgers.
Warm bodies. Warm bodies.
I'm attracted to brains.
Reese, get down here. Don't stand out in the graveyard by yourself.
20.
There's
They're
this-
coming from that direction, Reese.
I'm running.
That's good. Stay there. Attract more.
I feel like that was a better. Did you still have a diagonal to move to?
I could have, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That just feels better.
away from that structure where they keep running out of.
I would even say go as far as next to Thorn if you could.
I don't think he can hit it.
No, as far as I can make it.
He can,
And I'm going, so I
second
can go,
diagonal is 10.
yeah. And electric arc.
Critical failure.
Nice.
So. Hells yeah.
Yeah. Big old chain lightning.
Very not.
How about a little fire scarecrow? Alright,
I think that was lightning.
how about a little lightning zombie?
Yeah, one of them is destroyed by it.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay, let's see. I feel like the shambling undead are easier to hit, and this skeleton undead is looks pretty
Yeah, they're a
damaged.
little covered.
Okay, I'm gonna move to maybe here, and then I'm gonna peg this shambling undead. Hopefully, this will end the combat with the splash damage that it can potentially cause. We'll see.
Go, 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 go.
It like hardly rolled. That was weird. Can I? I'm gonna use my hero point.
See your roll.
Wait, what? Did it not roll?
It wasn't a roll.
Oh, okay. Well, how can I undo my hero?
I gotta give it back to you.
Okay. Yeah, but it was weird because it didn't really roll for me. But it. Okay.
That's it.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and do the damage. And then, do I get the splash damage on the skeleton dead?
Yep, it takes 20 splash damage. I put it on.
Perfect. And then this guy should also be enfeebled, which I'm sure it already. The shambling undead too should be also enfeebled if it's not on there already. I don't see a status effect.
Throw that on him.
Actually,
There you go. There you go, one action left.
can I throw a dagger?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I also have a sling, but I'd rather throw the dagger. Do you just roll the same when you throw the dagger?
Yeah, it'd be the same at this distance. Yeah, you got a dagger in hand. You have to draw it.
No, I don't. Okay, so I can't do that. What can I do?
Yeah, you had a dagger in your hand already.
Oh yeah, because I used it earlier. I'm gonna throw that dagger at it.
That hits.
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
Okay. Take that.
2 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. That's unless it's resistant to.
Well, I didn't do the skeleton. I did the
Piercing.
shambling. Yeah.
Oh, it's a zombie or a skeleton?
I did the shambling undead.
Zombie.
Yeah, zombie.
Alright, Thorin.
That's you, Dave.
Things alive. Yes.
They're armed.
I was trying to figure out which things were zombies, but I realized I was looking at Crawl Dragon, not a zombie. Why move? It was here.
That was like 8 moves just to get back to your original square.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out my move. If I can get. Matter. Alright, so I'll get here. Oops. There you go. Let's use the rapier as a clan dagger.
That's it.
So, just a question in general, Corey. Assuming this thing is still alive, right? Because we know it's going to be dead. But if I moved to the north square, I wouldn't. Would it still be off guard for me?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to draw the line through opposite sides.
No, I understand. It's just always one of those mechanics that never fully, never logically made sense, right?
Yeah.
It's so focused on the people in the front and the back that it's off guard. Yet then, when you have 3 out of 4 quadrants, one of them's not off guard.
My turn.
Alright, Balin? Yep.
Targeted. So the energy from my last attack's kind of slowly fading from around me. I'm going to throw my arms up, shield and hammer, and look up to the sky and start to regather it and say, "By Father's hammer, be cleansed!" And almost magical hammer is just going to smack down on top of it, and you can hear the clang of the forge when it attempts to hit.
Attempts to hit, yeah.
Cool.
Nice. Double damage.
Nice.
So it really hits.
Be cleansed. Wait. Sorry. Yeah. Wait. That does 2d6 normally.
It did 18 damage.
Yeah, it doubled
Read
it.
it. It says damage 18.
Oh, I see.
Excess ignored 17, but it had 1 hit point.
You know what? That was very cool and thematic. So hero point, sir.
Yes. Thank you. I'm also trying to make more noise to see if there are more of them.
Reese, can you have Stig look around?
Actually, I
Just you
still
don't
have
have coming out of mausoleums?
I still have one action. Is anyone hurt next to me? I'm hurt still.
I'm hurt a little bit, but
Reese is down 5. He's the only
You
one.
should be able to
I'm
see.
only at 5.
He can get a little elixir of life from Tedward.
You should be able to
Yeah,
see on the
yeah.
combat tracker as well. So there's the wound and the current.
Yeah. You take care of yourself first.
So you can see like you have 15 in wound and Reese has 5.
Yeah, I don't know if this is over, so let me think. I don't want to use heal yet. I don't have a potion, I don't think.
Do you have moves? Can you move towards
Oh,
where
I
they've
have
been?
a wand of heal, but it's not in my hands.
Well, grab it as an action. Or is it 2 actions to grab the wand?
I'd have both my hands are occupied. I don't want to drop my weapon or shield. I guess whatever raise shield is, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, that's one action. So yeah, you put yourself in a defensive posture.
Like, Balin does not go to ease. He readies himself for more.
Alright, let's see if this works. As the last skeleton around you clatters to the ground, from the gauntlet, which you can just barely see over the tops of the trees, there is a bright flash of light, and everything is lit up bright blue.
Again.
See if this works.
You mean around us?
Is it like a beam?
From y'all's perspective, you see the pulsing light like just over the treetops, and it gets blindingly bright, and the entire area around you is lit up.
It looks like it's coming at us.
So
Make it
the
hit my
graveyard is lit up. So there's like blue light in the graveyard itself.
Yeah, the whole graveyard is lit up around you. And yeah, like holding your shield up in that direction, like it's bright enough that it's casting a shadow.
I'm gonna do that then and try and block as much as I can.
Kreldrag, what are you doing?
Oh, alright. So, the pulse of light comes through.
Pretty clear what happened last time is likely came through.
It heals you.
No, this didn't heal me. This raised some skeletons.
Yeah, but it probably heals you too. It's probably gonna make us feel very sick.
Going to climb on top of this mausoleum to try to get a better view.
Okay.
This one right there. Guess I need to do like an athletics or something.
Yeah, make an athletics check, it's very easy. Success.
13. And just to try to get a better view, and I'm just gonna survey the graveyard. Which I don't know what skill that is.
You could do a seek action.
Seek? Yeah, okay. How do I grab the dice for seek?
Just on your activities page, just hit the button for seek.
Just like double click it.
One click should do.
Oh, activity you seek. Did it roll it for you?
No, hit the dying icon.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. There we go.
Okay, yeah, from where you're at, the graveyard is very well lit right now. The only thing taller than you in this place is these old gnarled trees. But like, it's very well lit now. Looking around, you don't see any other undead moving around. You can see the guard up by the north gate who's like cowering back behind the gate, and the two Pharasman priests who are like making gestures or something and muttering to themselves.
I'll yell to them. The graveyard is clear, but hold that gate. And then I'll turn to the party and say, I cannot see anything from up here that may have spawned from that last light, but be on the lookout. Then it'll be Reese.
Yeah, I'll basically just send Zig to. I'll use actions if I have to send him looking around.
Yeah, y'all have covered most of this end, so he starts swooping toward the southern end to make sure y'all haven't missed anything. What's my thing doing? Yeah, so he double moves to fly around, and he's already like a good 15, 20 feet in the air. And swoops around and he says, "Looks clear."
Alright, well, it seems like there's something going on with the gauntlet. Do we feel up to going out there right now?
Well, the light is shining on the graveyard.
It's on the
It's happening
graveyard.
over like a couple of seconds.
Yeah, this is on the graveyard, not at the gaunt. Yeah.
But it's coming from the gauntlet.
It's coming from the
Yeah,
gauntlet.
yeah,
Or all
yeah,
those
yeah.
creatures we just killed poured out of that building that Crawl is standing on.
That is true.
My question is this a directional light, or is it like a kind of universal atmospheric light where everything is illuminating all around us and you can't get away from the light?
This feels like somebody shining a floodlight in your direction. It seems very directional.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks a lot like a beam from where me and Caldrag were.
We can't tell how big the beam is.
Not from it being shined directly in your direction, no.
Okay.
All right, 2 more actions, Reese.
Well, if Zig's not really seeing anything, then I think I'm just going to. I guess I'll raise. What is it to?
You could try
Like
knowledge
an action?
checks.
Do ready in action is
2 actions? Yeah.
Okay. I mean, is there a knowledge that I could roll to try to figure out what's going on?
Yeah. Hold on to that thought, and I'll give that to you as a reaction in a moment.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do? Like cast a spell or anything?
A knowledge is 1, right? 1 action.
Yeah.
Do you
I
have
will,
shield?
I
How
will
long does that
just
last?
cast shield then.
How long does it last?
I can. Yeah, I'll cast shield. Okay. Then I'll pass it on.
Okay, first of all, I am immensely scared of being in this light. I don't feel comfortable with this blue, green, turquoise, whatever light. So since it's directional, I'm gonna move into whatever the first location, or behind a catacomb or a gravestone or something that gives me protection from the light. I don't want to stay in this light any more than I need to.
I held up my shield and it's casting a huge shadow behind me.
Yeah, basically like all the shadows are pointing toward the south right now from the light coming down here. So you can hide behind that tree north of you or the mausoleum south.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll just do so. The like right there would give me protection.
Yeah, there's a statue right there that you can get in the shadow of.
Where is that at?
There's like a big like eagle statue just to the north of you.
Okay.
You can like duck under the wing and get in the shadows.
Yeah. Okay, let me see.
Or like step up there and get in the shadow of the tree.
Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. I guess this is about, so this should give me that. Okay. So I want to first of all protect myself in case this starts infusing any kind of negative energy and whatnot. So I'm not in the light. And then the second thing I want to do is, yeah, I think I want to do a knowledge roll too once I have the opportunity to.
Okay.
And I think that's the two things I wanted to do. I wanted to get out of the light, and I wanted to try to figure out what on earth I could probably decipher from this. I don't think I can do much else besides that, given what's currently happening.
Put yourself in a square.
Oh, I'm not. Am I not in a square?
Yeah, you're between two right now.
Oh, that's.
Reese, is there a visible?
Is this a good one to put me in the? Are both of these in shadow, or is one more in the shadow than the other? Okay.
The shield it just says you raise a magic shield of force.
Okay.
I don't know
Just
what
didn't know
it
if
actually
it's
looks like.
visible or.
I don't know. I imagine it probably is like kind of glowing.
Okay. I assume we have. I've been assuming we have creative control over the visibility of what our spells look like.
Yeah, spells always have very obvious visual effects, so whatever you want those to be is you're up to you.
Okay.
All right. At the top of round 7, the light intensifies for a moment, and just a few feet away from y'all is a shimmer in the air, and a large, spiny, many-legged shape appears on the ground right in front of y'all.
Waiting for. I was waiting for a big mega zombie. Oh god. Right next to me. It's right next to me. You got this.
You were great at tanking all the undead stuff.
No, I'm not.
It looks like a human-sized spider covered in spiny chitinous scales and armor. And it, in a blur, appears like it's landing on the ground, and the light dies and goes away.
Okay, so
Like
not
from
only
the
can I
godlike?
raise the dead,
So do we get that that skull check in reaction to it appearing?
Yes, you can roll occultism or arcanum.
Okay.
so not only does the gauntlet create undead, it can also summon monsters.
Well,
Great.
it could be an undead monster. We don't know.
Yeah, but it summoned one that wasn't there before.
All right, Flim, you are not sure what just happened here. You are freaked out, and now there's a spiny giant spider monster here. You are having a bad time.
Yeah. Don't hang out at graveyards at night.
Is that its actual size, or is it bigger?
It is
than
medium sized, yeah.
5? Okay.
So it's like the size of a like pony or a small horse.
Ooh, we can make it into a mount.
Reese, from seeing this, not only do you know what this creature is, but you recognize the means of it being brought here. It was teleported by the Gauntlight into this place.
Oh. Well,
And the creature itself is an aberration called a Scalathrax.
scallop rat.
So you're saying
Sure.
that even aberrations turn into crabs when they evolve?
Yes, all
Oh,
things
yeah.
turn crab.
Aberrations especially turn into crabs.
You get one question.
Everything turns into crabs.
One question.
Yeah,
No.
That is a very good question.
Yes.
Luckily, it's not my question.
Vulnerabilities.
I like it.
They are covered in a toxic oil that is very flammable.
Ooh.
Ooh,
They have weak fire.
you should definitely communicate that.
Okay. When it pops out of the ground, I'm just gonna be like, Scalathrax! Kill it with fire!
And it immediately attacks.
Oh, great.
Oh no.
It lunges forward and tries to bite you. And you are hit.
I'm so sad. I have no
You
charges
throw your shield up and absorb some of the damage, but it still lands a bite on you. And you're going to need a saving throw.
Oh no.
You fail and you feel not good. You feel sick.
That's a good roll too.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, you feel your body start to go wobbly on you and you feel clumsy.
Oh, that's weird.
Let's see. It's going to, it sees Crawldrak up on there, and it's going to, it flicks one of its legs at him, and one of the spiny quills on its legs pops off and flies in his direction. And misses.
I don't know what you're gonna do, Crawldrak.
Yeah, you do. Doing the fucking people's elbow.
It's all spiny.
There just happens to be a folding chair up there with you, and a table next to it.
The first spine misses, the second spine hits. Just 7 points. Alright, Thorin.
Stupid giant spider monster. Alright, well, I guess I'm going to try to move over other side of it. I will tumble just in the off chance that it can use opportunity attacks until we know otherwise. I assume.
Go for it.
There. Did not
I'm
work.
gonna stop rolling.
It froze.
Alright, that is a failure, so you move up to it, but you are stopped before you can tumble through the square. So you are right there, that's one action.
Guess I'll
Okay, you
use my second action.
try to weave through its legs and it gets in your way and stops you from getting
I'll use my second action to move around it. So, Reese can help flank.
Yeah.
You never thought you'd actually help flank, huh?
No. I'm as surprised as you are.
Oh. Well, I actually didn't add the off guard, but it probably didn't matter.
Alright, Balin.
Alright, I'm trying to figure out the best thing to do here. I think I'm gonna use battle medicine on myself, which is dangerous, but I'm gonna do it. So I just treat wounds. Myself targeted.
That's a success, barely.
Woo! Goodness. Oh, yeah. Can I re-roll that with a hero point?
No, you cannot.
Oh.
You slap a band-aid on it, though.
Alright.
He smears some mud in the wound.
I guess 5, 10, 15, 20.
Why would you not go right next to it?
Because I can't move 2 diagonals.
Oh, you only have 20 move.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So yeah, I'm gonna go there with my last action and next. Fuck it up, Carl.
Yeah, how high am I?
You're like 10 feet off the ground.
So I do take fall damage jumping down.
Unless you can transfer it to it somehow.
I can jump onto it.
Gorilla pounce!
You could climb down very easily.
Yeah, but that's no fun. I'm gonna fucking...
He's thinking about jumping off.
Jumping onto it, just gonna fucking pound, like literally just like double hand smash it.
Go for
Please,
it.
yeah, please note I do have quick jump, so I don't have to make a move to actually jump. And it only takes 1 action instead of 2.
Yeah.
So I will jump onto it. I'll let you decide what square I end up in afterwards.
Okay.
It needs to make, I think it needs to make a DC 15 reflex save.
Oh yeah, you're falling.
Pretty rad.
Critically succeed.
Ooh, that's no good. It takes no damage. And then
You will still take damage though.
But I do, yeah.
Yeah. No, you can attack it on your way down though.
Yeah. Or I mean, worst case, I'll just stand up and flurry it as well. However you want to do that, since I have, an extra action. And then I'll flurry.
Yeah, you'll fall prone and take 5 points of damage, so you can stand and flurry.
And that's what I'll do. I was just cinematically wanted my flurry to be part of like the jumping onto it, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Let me do
It very nimbly like ducks out of the way, and you smack on the ground, but you leap to your feet and swing. That's a good hit.
that it. Not a critical hit, which is unfortunate, but it's a good hit. And then my second attack is a miss. If you want to move me
Put you right
wherever,
there.
that sounds good. Reese.
All right, Reese.
Okay.
Okay, in fact, it not just dodges out of your way, you land like kind of half on it and slide right off the carapace. It is very slick and oily.
Okay, makes sense.
I'm going to cast.
Oops.
Disconnect.
What's that?
Yeah.
You're gonna cast disconnect on Dave.
I don't
I'm guessing Dave. No, maybe the
He had to move his car.
cat ate the internet. I'm going to cast Enfeeble on it.
All right. It's got a success.
It is still enfeebled for 1 round.
All right. You should have that effect on there. Yep. There you go.
Yep. And then I will evil eye it.
Inspire.
Critical failure. Nice. Is it immune to any of these effects? I don't know.
Check.
Seconds.
It is not immune.
Alright, so it is enfeebled and second.
Nice.
And that is my turn, so hopefully it will not bite me and kill me this turn. But
Okay, looking at my counter, it looks like I've already used all 6 of my versatile vials.
Yes, you can spend an action to whip up another one that will last just for this turn. So basically, once you run out of versatile vials, it just eats into your action economy.
Yep.
So you can spend 2 actions to make a vial and throw it.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Bad.
And let me make sure I'm in range. I'm in range. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to take my 2 actions to make a vial, whip up some fire, and I'm going to burn this thing to the ground. Let's see.
Slash damage.
Oh, it's an alchemist.
now you get to say it.
Burn! Yeah!
Fire, Scalathrax.
Burn!
But it's not a crit.
No, it is not a...
Yeah, that's a little scary that 19 is.
That's crazy. I just realized that
I
is
he didn't crit either.
Well,
It's- not a crit. Oh man, that's
Yeah,
scary.
you hit it center mass, and the conflagration that follows is much bigger than it should be, as all of the oil on its body catches fire, and it starts flailing and screeching.
Burn! Okay, well that is all of my actions. I've lit it on fire. I don't know if that makes it more dangerous or not.
You have 1 action left.
It didn't take 2 actions to make the, or it takes 1 to make, 1 to throw.
Make and 1 to throw.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, I'm happy with where I'm currently at. I guess what I could do is...
Those on a 30 initiative.
This thing
Yeah, I
is
saw that. I saw that when it popped out.
So with 1 action, is it possible for me to take a potion out of my inventory and just drop it to the ground? Or
You could take one. You could pull one out, and if you
And
want to
just
drop
hold it
you can
out?
do that.
yeah, that's what I'm
hold it
gonna do.
out.
So I have, and that's what I'll do. I have a elixir of life minor that I'm holding that I can just drop onto the ground. So that if another character wants it, it's there.
All right, it is flailing for a moment, and it skitters to that space.
Of course it does.
It makes a horrible gurgling, retching sound, and then spews nasty, smelly, toxic sludge all over the 3 of y'all.
Yep, I figured this thing was going to
Great.
be able to go.
Woo! Did the second. Oh, let it do that.
Oh, that's a good point.
Also have my shield raised. I don't know if that does anything.
What does second do?
I am not getting covered in goop.
Thicken does prevent them from swallowing things.
What does enfeeble do again?
Reduces strength-based actions. It's basically strength damage.
Yeah.
It does not prevent any kind of breath weapons or anything. It would prevent it from swallowing.
So it can swallow you, but it can
In
spit
fact,
out you.
getting second, it might even promote breath weapons if it's vomiting.
Well, instead of people actually retching in an attempt to recover.
No, yeah.
Balin's got a success. Reese and Crawdrak get a failure.
Can I hero on my save?
Yes, you can.
Okay. You want me to roll it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
What is it? It was reflex.
It's a reflex save.
There you go. Coming right up.
Oh,
that
nice.
was a lot better. I don't know how to illuminate. There you go. There's my hero points.
And so it's just Reese, unfortunately.
Poor Reese.
Oh no!
You've been taking a lot more this game.
I have taken a lot of damage this game.
For some reason, you're like an undead magnet, though.
Well,
Yeah.
this thing is not undead. I think it's an aberration.
Aberration, that's gonna also be basically weird stuff.
You're a magnet for the weird.
Alright.
Only seven.
You gag and like feel like caustic, poisonous oil oozing into your skin, and it sticks to you, and it smells exactly like the stuff that's coating this thing's body. So you probably don't want to catch fire.
Oh,
Oh god.
It's still on fire.
Oh, I guess that's good that it's on fire.
Burn, 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 fire, fire, fire.
Can I get here?
On the mausoleum?
It's kind of got its back up against the wall now.
Okay. So it's here.
It's still okay to get next to it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I can go.
Other
Go.
people do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I can go to make it easier for you to flank. I guess here is probably it.
I mean, I
Yeah,
can
you can
point
squeeze
to.
it.
I can only help one person flank. So,
Has anyone else hit this thing?
It's been hit a couple times.
Okay. I had to use the restroom early on the first combat, so when I came in, I think.
It is wounded.
Oh, natural 20!
Hell yeah. And rapier's like deadly, isn't it?
yes. So it's sneak attack, but 17 damage.
You get a good hit right between a couple of those armored plates, and you hit something vital that screams.
I guess I'll use my next action to attack. Quite what I was gonna do, but whatever. I'll look better to do, so.
Next one pings off the armor. Alright, Balin.
I am not going to take Crawl's flanking, but I saw that an arrow was just jutted into a vital point, right?
Yeah, you stabbed it with a rapier.
Oh, with your rapier.
I don't actually have a crossbow right now.
So I'm going to move to right there, seeing that vital point, and let's see. Actually, I don't have a ranged weapon yet, so. Fuck it, I'm just going to try and smash it. In that same spot. Right.
It twists around, and your hammer glances off its armor.
I'm going to hero point that.
Go for it.
I didn't even target it, so let's try again. Hero point.
Oh.
Rush.
Oh, Dave, I think your camera's off now.
Yeah, once you reconnect it, you never turn it back on.
Yeah, it's being very laggy, so I'm trying to minimize random things, so keeping my camera off, I'm hoping, reduces the amount of lag.
So I have one more action left. I'm gonna do my second attack. Nope.
I was gonna miss.
Get it, Carl.
Oh,
I'm gonna move down here, target this old boy, and flurry him. I have off guard selected.
that'll do it.
That should be a 28, right? How come off guard didn't give the +2?
It doesn't give me plus as low as its armor class.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Alright. Ooh, nice minimum damage. Gotta love it. And then I'll select off guard again for my second attack.
Nice.
Probably not a hit.
That's gonna be a miss.
Damn.
And then the third attack, which I'll just spend my third action on. Nothing else to really do. Let me remember to select off guard. Although I think I just need a 20 for this. And that's a miss. Oh, yeah, that second attack hit the 20.
All right.
Well,
So targeted. Let's see. Well, I'm going to first.
I dropped an elixir, one of my elixir of lives by my feet. I don't know if it gives you enough hit points to care about.
How many does it give?
D6.
I mean, I've only got 6 left.
Yeah, that's why I did it. I figured that damage might incur, so...
How many actions would that be? Pick it up and drink it. Like to go over, pick it up and drink it.
All three.
Oh, great.
One to move, one to pick it up, one to drink it.
That heavy damage.
Oh, so I know. I think I'm just gonna needle darts it. Let's see. First, I want to sustain the evil eye. That I don't know if I have to do anything for that.
Does it take an action to do? Or...
If it's sustained, it takes an action to keep it going.
Yeah, I can do a free action. I can do it as a free action one time, so maybe I'll do that.
Should birds do that?
No, it is cackle.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. There's like an action here, but I don't know if it actually does anything. Okay, yeah, but I will cackle, and then I will needle dart. Ugh. And then I'm gonna step back here.
Yeah, now at least you're on top of where the potion is at.
Right.
Also next to the very flammable goblin.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I'm not flammable, I just generate fire. But I usually throw it away from it. Probably being close to me is the safest place.
Well, it's your turn, Pyromaniac.
Yeah!
Critically missed.
I'm gonna spend an action to make... Wait, first of all, I need to actually move up.
Yeah, that way it doesn't get covered from Reese.
Well, not just that, I need to be in range. Can I... Yeah, I can go there. Can I go there? Is this a valid spot?
Yeah, it's a valid spot.
Okay.
Yeah, just under the branches.
Yeah, you're small.
Why did I lose visibility? I guess.
Because there's a tombstone between you and it.
Oh. So I need to go like there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll move so that I'm within range. I'm gonna concoct myself a potion, a fire potion, and I'm gonna hum it at it. See if I can't hit it again with it and make it even brighter than before.
So you're using another explosive
Oh yeah.
bomb.
Yeah, this thing, they seem to really light it up. It loves it. Boom!
It's,
That hit, right? Yeah.
yes.
It's a hit.
Ooh.
Minimum hit. Burns a little brighter still. Flailing around in irritating pain.
Okay. That's all my actions.
Next actor.
The monster.
Alright, on its turn, it lets out a couple of weak coughs and gagging noises. And then it's going to lunge for Crawl Drag. That's going to hit.
Is indeed a hit. Didn't feel too great.
Oh, I need Reese to make a fortitude save, please.
Oh.
I guess you get to try to get the persistent fire off as well on your turn.
At the end of the turn, I think.
That's not a good one.
No.
Put the proper effect on you. You are feeling sluggish and everything is jelly. You have trouble moving. You are clumsy and slowed too. You have one action.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Can your action be to do a heal check on yourself?
Why do you... Or to sustain the evil eye, like, right? That takes an action as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did not feel the poison.
Feel good about that?
It's going to attempt to bite you again. And it's going to hit you.
I got 7 life. Don't
There you
pick
go.
up 1 life.
You
I
drop.
don't know. I don't know how long ago that I used that feat.
That was still today.
Okay.
So you do
I
drop.
can't remember when it happened.
Your initiative's going to move.
Damn it. My flanker.
And in its fury, it attacks you while you're down.
Me?
Mm.
Yes.
Okay.
And rolls a natural 20.
Oh no.
You go to dying 3.
Oh no. What do you have to go to an actual die?
9-4.
4.
So we don't want him to fail his next death save.
Well,
No.
Y'all have a full turn to get a potion at your feet.
that's super
At
simple.
10 feet.
I know. That's already...
I can't.
can't
I'm
do
so totally clumsy and slow. I can't even pick it up and drink it.
I can do it.
And as it flails at Kraldrag's body, the flames consume it and it collapses to the ground.
Yes!
It makes
Fire!
horrifying gurgling noises as it dies, and to most of you, it sounds almost like it's trying to talk. And some of you might even understand the words.
Oh no. I have a feeling I'm gonna be one of these. No, I guess not.
Apparently it cares about its queen.
Alright.
Apparently I totally want cupcakes.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just clicking on it and then I spoke it.
Alright. Brawl is on the ground and looks in rough shape.
Why does he keep talking though? Stop mumbling in your death throes. That's just weird. Alright, fine.
You don't have to do it, Thorn. If you fail a heal check on me.
But there's a potion over here you can grab, but I don't know if you can do all that movement.
If you critically fail a medicine check on him right now, you kill him.
Don't do it.
Alright. So it's a move.
Potion.
Well, no, because it's a move to get to the potion, an action to pick up the potion, and then
limit right next to the potion.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to actually get there, and I can get the potion to you, I just can't actually give it to you my turn. So it's not worth me placing that. I'm going to spend my action making sure this thing is dead.
Okay, yeah. You can give it a couple more stabs. It does not move or twitch or anything. It's still kind of... The corpse is still kind of smoldering.
Well, actually, I can move to the human and try to help him. Can you use heal on poisons?
You can use medicine to help with poisons, yeah.
Alright, so then I'll do that. My first action will be stab the dead thing. My next action is like moving up to this human. To target the human. And target that. And then do a heal check back on the human. Wherever you are, medicine.
Don't kill me.
I didn't kill you.
This one you don't have a chance of killing. Treat poison. This is a more virulent poison than you're used to, and you don't know how to help keep it from affecting him, but it doesn't seem to be hurting him. He just, he's slack-jawed and looks like he just had a stroke and can barely move and is just very sluggish, but it doesn't seem to be hurting him.
Reese.
I'm trying to pick up the potion really slowly and clumsily. I'm gonna be okay, Lord. Help crawl, Jack.
I can't get to him in my turn, so I have to leave it to the goblin. Or Balin, actually.
No, I don't think Bailey can do it either.
I can battle medicine, maybe.
Just let me give him the potion. Unless battle medicine does not have any chance to kill him.
Actually, it does if I get a critical failure.
Then don't do it.
That's a chance to kill me.
It's definitely a risk.
It's a risk we might have to take.
Dying breathes pretty far, bud.
Yeah, pretty sure, however, the goblin can save me.
Yeah, I'll let him try. And this
You have a
thing is
hero
dead.
point.
Richie
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
have a hero point.
You
He
do.
has one.
Oh yeah, it's true.
What do you mean? What can I do with that hero point?
If you critically fail a medicine check, you could re-roll it.
Yeah, he used it. He used it to hit him.
He got a new one.
He had a second one.
Oh, he got it. Second one. Oh, that's true.
So, I guess.
You can also just attempt a check to stabilize him.
Well, I have a spell that can do that.
Is it a vitality spell? So that's important. It stabilizes most people, but it kills crawl drag.
But it does not heal
But it
him
doesn't
specifically.
Yeah.
It does have healing and vitality in the keywords, but it's worded as life energy shuts death door. The target loses the dying condition, though it remains unconscious at 0 hit points.
You'd have to let Corey roll on that.
Yeah.
Let me see what the tags are on that.
Cantrip, concentrate, healing, manipulate, vitality.
You're not sure what it would do.
Don't do it. Don't do it. No, don't do it right now. Wait till later.
You could at least stabilize him.
And the spider's dead?
Yeah, it's still smoking and burning, but it's not moving.
I stabbed it one more time for good measure before going to check on the human.
You got a gooey dagger now.
I don't use daggers.
Oh. Is it rapier?
Yes. I mean, it was already inky. I stabbed several rotting corpses with it.
Sorry, I was muted. I step over to Kaldrak, looking down, trying to analyze the situation while pulling out my surgery kit, and I will try battle medicine.
Wait, battle medicine or stabilize?
Battle medicine could just get him up, right?
Battle medicine could heal him and just get him up, or stabilizing.
But I do have a hero point. I'd have to critically fail twice.
Which can happen.
Yes. However, my points in medicine are +10, so it's not likely.
Or you could let Flem do it and save
Or
him.
you could let Flem just
Just do it.
not roll and do it.
Go for it.
I mean, yeah, your actions are your own, so you choose.
Yeah, we're reacting quickly here. So yeah.
Okay, hold on.
No, no, fine. It's your action. That's
I know, but I can do something else.
So let me persuade you.
Hold on.
We also don't know how much time before the next monster attack.
That's
so.
also true.
What do you call it? What's recall knowledge medicine? Can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Recall knowledge. Where is that? Battle medicine. No. Recall knowledge arcana. Recall knowledge crafting. Medicine. Recall knowledge medicine. Here we go.
All right. Yeah, you stop and you're unsure about what your magic and skills might do to him, and you saw him take some serious wounds. He should, if not be dead, be on death's door. And you kneel down to take a look at him, and he's stable. He's not dying.
Okay, he's stable. That is 2 actions. So now that I know he's stable, should I try it?
Now that you know he's stable, we're out of combat, and you can just do a treat wounds.
I will do that. So, target crawl track. Doesn't have to be battle medicine now. Treat wounds.
That's 6 then.
Can you make antitoxins or anything like that, Flem?
I can make an antidote, an anti-plague. I can make
An antidote is what we need here.
So for antidote, to protect you against toxins, upon drinking antidote, you gain an item bonus to fortitude saving throws against poisons for 6 hours.
I have something that I can do, but I can't do it until, I guess we're out of combat. Can I attempt treat poison?
Y'all treat, give Reese an antidote, and he manages to just barely drink it, as coordinated as he is, lack of coordinated as he is. You feel a little bit better drinking that. But you still feel sluggish for about half a minute, and eventually it seems to work its way out, and all your limbs and stuff are kind of tingly like pins and needles, but you eventually stop feeling so sluggish and clumsy.
Is anyone else poisoned?
Nope.
You saw Kraldrag get bit, but he doesn't seem to be poisoned.
Yeah, I'm gonna go crawl up against the mausoleum and take a quick breather here.
You're feeling a little weird. Like that was a close one. And as you kind of pat yourself over, like checking yourself, one of your numerous occult charms and tchotchkes that you have all over you. One was a small white porcelain mask, and as you touch it, it feels broken. And you lift it up, and it's cracked clean in two, and as you hold it up, it crumbles into dust and disappears.
Alright. Well, that's ominous.
Yeah. That is ominous.
So I'm gonna assume Balin's probably pumping some serious adrenaline. He's gonna go sit over here for a little bit and catch his breath.
Don't take too long. We don't know how long until the next attack comes.
Then we should take this moment to recenter ourselves.
It takes 10 minutes to treat Kraldrag's wounds, and in that time, nothing happens.
Excellent. I got my first thought. Should we go? Then let's go up and communicate with the guards that are posted at the gate now.
I am staying wary. I don't trust that nothing's going to happen, or that we've killed all the undead.
That's fair.
So,
In that 10 minutes, the light from the gauntlet that y'all can just barely see over the top of the trees dims a bit and goes back to the glow that it had like yesterday. It's still glowing, but it's just kind of slowly pulsing and seems a lot dimmer than it was a few minutes ago. All the screaming from the town has stopped, and after a few minutes, the guard up at the north gate and the Pharasman mortuary priests will come walk into the cemetery looking around and try to give you assistance, and they want to try and treat wounds, but you're much better at that.
I'm still over Kraldrag while he's resting. I'm assuming it's been about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I will attempt to treat him again.
I guess I will attempt to treat the human. Oh no, I can't. I need a healer's kit. I'll need to buy one. I will clean my rapier though. It has a lot of gross stuff on it.
And then for 10 minutes, I'm going to sit there cleaning and sanitizing my tools.
You're confident that with a good night's sleep, everybody will be all patched up.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go check in with the guards and say that everything seems to be under control now.
The two priests are very kind of nonplussed. The panic that Kral and Reese saw from them before is under control. The guard still looks really freaked out, but like he's still got his sword out and is like jumping at every shadow, but he's here.
Oh,
how fast is your bird? Reese?
Do we know any of the priests or the guard that are here?
Can I tell the guard that he should go report in to his superior officer to let them know what's happened over here?
He stares at you weirdly for a minute, and like before Thorin and he both go to say something, and you hear lots of footsteps coming up the cemetery from the south, and Captain Longsaddle and half a dozen other guards come through with lanterns and are looking around.
Did you see the beam that came through from the gate?
Aye, and Longsaddle looks around at all the undead corpses and y'all, and the still smoldering spider monster, and just sets his lantern down on one of the things and says, "Fuck me sideways. Y'all are damn heroes."
Aelin's covered in gore. So it's Kraldrag.
Are you all alive? Is everyone alright?
Oh yeah, fire,
That
very
felt
effective.
better.
But we need to do
Well, they
research to find out what is happening with the Gauntlight. I hope
Before
you
we
have
go
something
any
library.
further, before we go any further, you point towards the two priests and the guard. You saw the light.
We saw it.
What did it look like from where you were at? Can you describe it?
A beam of pale blue light that shot from the lighthouse and bathed the graveyard.
It was big enough to cover the whole graveyard, or was it smaller?
It seemed to cover most of it. It may have been sweeping, but the second time it seemed more focused.
So it can get smaller and focused.
Reese, send your bird to see if there's any other issues in town.
I want to look to the party and just walk over to them so I can quietly talk while they're like looking around the scene. This is without their lens, right?
So that Scalathrax, it was teleported. I don't know if you said that it said something about the queen.
Yes.
So I don't know if it was teleported intentionally or if that was just a byproduct of someone focusing the beam here, because we do know that it seems like the energy field, whatever it is, goes down to the ground. So I wondered if it's teleporting things up.
That would make sense with everything from beneath the ground, keeping constantly going up levels. But we should probably care about the town first.
It was
Make sure
isolated
everything
right
is
where we were.
Yes,
Something
but
tells me that
zombies.
whoever's doing this does not want us meddling in their plans.
But zombies did get into the town proper. Initial issues first. We can theorize after that.
Well, the guard captain's here, right?
Yeah, Longsaddle's moving around. He's already directing guards. Like, he consults briefly with the mortuary priests, and he gets some of the guards to help them start picking up the bodies. They're going to probably be working through the night to reinter the corpses.
Describe the guard that fell from the cliff when we were going up.
Oh yeah.
Is he okay?
No.
Longsaddle, for mostly y'all have only ever seen him like angry or like kind of long suffering. He kind of like looks down and shakes his head, and his name was Jarrett. He did not survive.
That's unfortunate.
Casualties other than him have been very low, thanks to a very quick response from you and some of the other townsfolk. As far as I'm concerned, y'all are damn heroes, and the mayor will hear about this.
Oh, that's good.
Don't forget, others lost their lives.
Yeah, I
in
know.
this
It's under
defense.
such unfortunate circumstances.
This could have been much, much worse.
We should probably seal the graveyards
Yeah.
until we can figure out what caused the gauntlet to trigger.
Yeah, and when you inter the bodies, it'd be very good to ensure that they can't get themselves back out in case the gauntlet re-empowers the cemetery.
Y'all know enough about undead that destroying the remains enough to
Prevent
destroy
them
the
from
undead
re-raising.
means they're not coming back again.
Okay.
So this graveyard is effectively tapped for a zombie apocalypse in the future.
So they
Crawl,
use black mana to summon zombies.
For a few minutes now, you have not been able to shake the feeling of being watched.
Being watched, you said?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look around. Is it a sense that I feel like something close, or just overarching, just something
Give me a seek check.
coming up?
All right, you look around and like you just can't shake the feeling of eyes on you, and you can't see something that's watching you, but you notice that one of the mortuary priests is staring like kind of wide-eyed up at one of the trees, and you turn and follow his gaze, and there is with your dark vision you can make out a small brownish black bird that is staring straight at you.
Oh God. I'm gonna look at it. Is it what I think it is?
You take a step closer. You don't know the kind of bird it is. It's got something weird going on with its face, like where it should just have like a beak. The beak seems to cover its whole face, like a mask.
Reese. Have Sig check out that bird.
I will do so.
Sig's flying around town, but he comes back and lands on one of the branches near it, and like kind of cocks his head to look at it, and like leans away, and just like flies back and lands on your shoulder. And he's just like, "That's not a bird."
What is it?
I don't know.
Should we dispatch it? Or leave it alone?
Is this in common that's happening between you and Reese? I mean, Reese and Siegfried?
Yeah, Siegfried only speaks common.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't telepathic or something.
When you say dispatch it, the priest turns to you horrified and says, "No, absolutely not."
Religion? Recall knowledge?
Yeah, roll religion.
Is it? What's? I'll turn to Kaldrak. I guess. What's? I mean, when we first met, you asked if I was one of these birds, didn't you?
I
Something
did not
along
ask.
the lines.
I did not ask you. I asked Sig. Was that Sig talking to me? Or was that you talking to me?
Well, that was me. That was me. But
No, that was
I mean,
Reese.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought Reese was one.
What?
They the psychopomps use them to communicate.
To communicate what?
Their cryptic intentions.
Are they hostile? Like, should we be worried?
Never know what their intentions are. I still don't know why they brought me back.
Why did the priest not want us to dispatch it?
Balin, you want to get a closer look at it, like in the light. So you take a step forward and let the edge of your torchlight reach the bird, and it's lit up for just a moment before it turns around and flies away. But it looks like this when you see it for just a moment.
If it turns, I'll be like, no, wait.
It doesn't respond and it flies away, and you're not sure what that is.
Is it in a channel or something?
Yeah.
He's got image.
Yeah.
It looks like a raven wearing a plague priest mask.
Yep, that's exactly what it looks like.
I don't see it.
Well, it's in our the
Fantasy Ground chat.
It's not in Discord. It's in Fantasy Ground.
Oh, I see. Oh. Nothing with religion to know what the hell that is.
You have no idea what that is. If it has some religious significance, you don't know what it is.
Does it have an occult significance?
Not that you know of. It does make kind of a strange, like, high-pitched warbling call as it flies off. And just not sure. You can roll nature if you want.
I can try that.
Yeah, you can try.
That's the only thing I'm trained in.
I am trained in nature.
Those are all very good rolls. The size, color, aside from the weird mask on its face with its bird call, it sounds like a whippoorwill. They're not like completely rare or uncommon around these parts, but they don't tend to be birds that live by the shore.
It seems
Which
like
direction does it fly off in?
Up north.
It seems
So
like
the
nothing
climate
is where it belongs in this area.
That does seem to be a common thing, but there's still the problem that even normal whippoorwills don't wear plague masks.
They certainly do not.
Can I roll spirit lore about whippoorwills?
Absolutely. One sec. Yeah, that's definitely not a bird. It's definitely not a whippoorwill, but it's exactly what you think it is. The messengers of the psychopomps are called nosoi, and that is definitely one of them. They take the form of masked whippoorwills.
Relay that to the group.
What is a psychopomp?
Psychopomp is a term for any spiritual entity that helps individuals cross into the afterlife. So, like the Valkyrie, Hermes,
Crows.
things like to that nature.
And that would explain why the priest had that reaction, because he is a priest of Pharasma, and psychopomps are the holy servants of Pharasma.
Did one of those creatures prevent you from passing, Crawl?
Perhaps. They are the reason I'm here, though.
Interesting.
I don't know why, though. Sometimes their plans are mired in the bureaucracy of Pharasma. Not for us to know.
I hope to survive long enough to find out.
You could possibly find out if you don't survive.
That's true.
Yeah, it may be back to usher you along to the boneyard.
Plenty of time for a conversation then.
All right, so over the next few minutes, several other priests from the library below come up and start, making blessings and reperforming funerary rites and helping the Pharasman priests reinter bodies. There's a dozen or more people, like the town guards are also helping out, so people start going about the business of cleaning up after this.
So this gives us an opportunity just to talk with other people. And so one thing I'm interested in is, I know that there wasn't just corpses in the graveyard, but there was the dead bodies that get brought into where we brought that one dead body, like it's the staging area or whatnot, that's towards the front of town. Were there any bodies that came to life there, or was it restricted just to the graveyard?
Seems to have just been the graveyard, what you're gathering from people. That the whole graveyard got raised up as undead, and they did their best to try to spill into the town. If the cemetery was not up on a hill where the undead would fall, most of them to their demise before getting into the town, this would have been a much bigger disaster.
Can you link that picture that you showed us at the end of the last session that Richard didn't see? You might find that interesting.
Oh, the one with the zombies falling?
Yes.
I think I saw it.
Oh.
But I'll look again.
I don't
It'd
know
also
if
be at the
it's-
very end of the YouTube, of the session recorded on YouTube.
Yeah, it's in the general chat on
Discord. Okay. I didn't know if it was in Discord or you linked it in Fantasy Grounds.
Yep.
All right, so it's entered a cleanup phase here, and it's been the better part of an hour now, and nothing else happens. So, what are y'all doing from here?
What time is it now?
It is a couple of hours after dusk, so it's probably around 9, 10 o'clock at the latest.
Is that group that's doing some digging for us still in the library?
Who in the library?
I think there was an elf who was trying to recruit a bookstore owner and some other people to do reading for us.
Rin has not shown up here.
I have questions for Ren.
She doesn't usually go inside.
Oh, we can go to her. I'm not trying to trigger her or do anything.
She wanders around a lot outside. She does not like going inside confined spaces.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Reese, you've known her long enough that you know that Rin is claustrophobic.
Yeah. I know
She doesn't like live indoors. That's why her whole shop is like a big outdoor tent.
Yeah, it's a good tent. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna head to the library once we break here.
I think I'm gonna go ahead to get some sleep because I am in rough shape.
Yeah.
I am also.
Also, it's 9 or after midnight for you two.
What time do places close? I imagine
I'm
at
in
dusk
the
at
game.
around 9
I
or
mean, I do have to
so.
get some sleep at some point.
Things are actually shutting down, especially given the severity of what just happened in town.
It depends on which places it is. Most businesses close down like a couple of hours after nightfall. They give like the lumberjacks and the fishermen enough time to come in and do some business and then shut down. But like the fishery and the other taverns usually stay open a good bit later, and on weekends they'll stay open.
Just out of curiosity, given that like the dead just rose from the grave, would this be a scenario where the town guard might like put in like a curfew and force people to close in just to make sure everything is kind of, I guess, protected?
You might expect that, but Longsaddle does not seem to have like insisted that to lock the town down or anything. There's not a lot of people out wandering. By the time y'all come down from the cemetery, most people have gone to their homes and have locked themselves away.
Yeah.
Presumably, since there were literal corpses falling onto the library, like there might be something going on there. I'm gonna go see if there's any damage to it, I'm gonna go try and help patch it until it can be properly repaired.
Yeah, there's they get out some ladders, and there's some very minor damage to like some of the roof tiles and stuff, where the heavier corpses fell and like cracked some tiles. But the damage was all pretty superficial, and most of the people got away with like bruises and scrapes, because it was mostly putting down almost destroyed undead. So far, the guard, Jarrett, is the only one that you have heard died.
Yeah. Well, if there's anything else, the last thing I might do for tonight would be to consult with the librarians to find out if they can find any historical records from the town where there was ever any instance where the graveyard had this kind of anomalous behavior before.
That's what I was gonna do. That's why I was trying to help the library, because afterwards I was gonna ask them if I could get a history of the conflict that occurred so that I could read it.
Most of the staff from the library either fled during the attack or are also like doubling as priests that are up trying to help reinter the dead. So the library is actually very empty right now, but it's still open, so you can go digging for a little while. So make me a society check.
Excellent.
I'm gonna dig too, but I don't have society.
It's a lower difficulty since you are doing research.
Did you bring me along, or you just went on your own?
You're welcome to come with me. I'm not trained in society though. Is there anything else I could do?
Is it hidden society, or it doesn't really matter too much?
Yeah. Knowledge checks are always hidden. All right, digging through, you find in the library very little in the way of town records, and Flynn in particular, like, you can't find anything.
Oh no. Interesting.
Balin, you managed to find like a single book that's got like some genealogy records. It looks like a copy from another, like the scribe's mark in there says that this is not the original copy. It's a copy from a book that is going to be in the collection of the mayor's office.
Okay, I'll spend some time flipping through that.
Yeah, it's unfortunately not very helpful. Like, y'all don't find much in the way of like historical events and accounts of anything, but
We do know there is a collection of more private records in the mayor's office, though.
yeah, you do get pointed that direction. And Flynn, you've been around long enough. Like, y'all spend an hour in here looking through like historical accounts. You find a lot of stuff about like larger world accounts. Like you find an account of the putting down of the Whispering Tyrant and like the Shining Crusade and some larger world events. But after an hour, you're just like I must be tired. Like the mayor's office keeps all of the most accurate historical records on everything that's going on in town.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's worth investigating. I think probably tomorrow.
Yeah. Longsaddle told you that he's gonna put in word, so y'all probably expect to hear from the mayor.
Okay.
Social engineering says that when you have a sense of urgency, it's easier to get information from someone.
Well, I was going to go back to my family homestead tonight, but I think I might crash to town now.
I think I'm just going to go back and I'm going to go to the tavern with the woman and the missing son and just go drink for an hour or two before going to bed.
The Round Rockfish.
But I'm just gonna browse that book. I know there's not a lot in there, but at least it'll familiarize me enough with the genealogy that I might catch something later.
Yeah, there's actually some interesting information in there. Like, you know, you're from a dwarven clan. Like, they're very big on genealogy and like tracing your ancestral roots. And browsing through the book, you find some interesting stuff that you already knew the founders of the town were the surviving members of the Rose Guard. And the records from that time are a little sparse, but almost a century after that, the records get a lot more clear during the refounding of the town. And there is a strong line of records for the Menhemes family that basically maintained the mayorship of this town for the last 200 years with very little differences. And there are also pretty clear records of Vol Rajani's descendants, straight up to the blacksmith, Carmen Rajani. There are no records of any descendants of Zarmavdian, the Rose Guard wizard, at all.
After a few beers and some browsing, I'm gonna go to bed.
All right. Anybody? It's 11, 12 o'clock at this point, like in the night. So anybody else doing anything or going to bed?
Bed.
I need to go to sleep in real life too.
Yeah.
I got a big presentation coming.
All right. Well, one last thing before we go. Around midnight, Crawl, you are awakened by a tapping sound, like wood on stone.
Okay.
It intrudes into your dreams, like you feel like you are trapped in a box and like something is tapping on the outside. So you wake up like throwing your blanket off and look up to one of the standing stones around the pond, and that bird is up there. And as you're looking at it, it stops and like taps a few times on the stone.
All right. I'll walk over to it.
It flies from one stone to another and taps again, like it's leading you toward the pond.
Okay. I'll go towards the pond.
You step around one of the stones to the pond, and the moon is very bright by this point of the night, so it's very easy to see. And the pond is, remember, like eerily reflective. So you can see, like, it looks like a field of stars with the moon reflected in it. And standing on the surface of the water is a brilliant, softly glowing white horse. But from the neck up, it is fluttering skin like it's missing. And floating above its neck is the skull of a horse with a flaming crown above its head. And with a deep, rumbling, resonant voice, it speaks and says, "You have a task, servant."
Yeah, that sounds good.
I put a relevant GIF in the channel, in the Discord.
Okay, good time to stop the recording.
Are you sure that's not your